So this is what's inside the front door to the office. This is my view every day when I show up to the studio. I've got some cabinets over here that are a little bit of a packing station at the moment. And then I've got this table covered in stuff right now. But this table and chairs was left behind by the previous owner. And it's not exactly what I have in mind stylistically, but it's free, so what are you gonna do? Right now I use this table to meet with potential collaborators or maybe retail clients, people who want to come in person and try and smell different fragrance oils or look at packaging in person. This is where I meet with them. And it's also where if I have a bunch of orders at once, I just sort of spread them out on the table so I can double check everything before boxing it up. This is a better look at the packing station, complete with actual boxes and packaging on it. This little shelving unit is all of my labels. So I also label finished products here after they've cured. I've got empty labels that haven't been printed on yet. I've got some soap labels that are cut, and some of them are scored, not all of them. And then I've also got some that are pre-printed that maybe I haven't used up the whole sheet, or I just wanted to make sure I had some extras. So I've got spaces for all of those too. So this is really nice just to stay organized. And it's another one of those things that when I was doing this all at home, it's like, oh, okay, this is why I felt so chaotic, because I was trying to manage this without an actual space to do it in. And then all of these cabinets down here have my different size boxes and tissue paper, just packing materials, are all hidden away neatly in these cabinets here. So this is the main table where I do pretty much all of the production for making any Bushyl products aside from soap. Soap gets made on stainless steel because it's really messy and hard to clean up. So this is where all my candles, shower steamers, lip balms, all that other stuff gets made at this giant table that I found on Facebook actually. Somebody local makes them, and it's perfect for what I need, but it was not fun getting it up here because it is massive, as you can see, and did not fit in the elevator. So that was quite the experience. But now that it's here, it is a godsend, and it has wheels on it so I can move it around if I want to do a different configuration later. It's really easy to sort of move back and forth. So this table has all of the ingredients behind it, makes it, again, really easy and just much more convenient to make products this way. I feel like I've cut down my production time significantly since having a space that's like dedicated to just this, and everything's right within arm's reach. It's also got a shelf underneath here that I haven't quite figured out how I want to use it right now. There are soaps that are curing down there because I have not moved my baker's rack into the space yet. I love the baker's rack. It's just not that easy to disassemble and move. So haven't done that yet, but pretty soon I'll do that. And then I'll find something new to use this bottom shelf for. This corner is definitely more of a work in progress. It's kind of the only place I have right now for my wax melter, but I'd like to have a more dedicated space for wax melting, candle making, that sort of thing. So right now I just have it propped up so that I can empty the wax into a pitcher and mix the fragrance oil in. And then I take it over to the production table and pour it into the actual candle containers. But yeah, it's not my dream setup at the moment. So at some point I'll probably be getting a larger wax melter, and also just trying to find a dedicated corner for all of these supplies. And then this is obviously the kitchen space. This is where my soap making table is. The stainless steel is just like really ideal for making soap because of the lye, and just cleanup is really easy. So this is sort of dedicated to soap making. And then I obviously use the sink. There's a decent sized sink, which is really nice. The stovetop I sometimes use for like doing a double boiler to melt like butters or that sort of thing. Like with lip balms, I do use the stove top for lip balms. I do not use the oven. Feels like a little bit of a waste. The person who was here before me was a food photographer. So it's a pretty legit setup in order to do all the food prep they needed to do. But I do not need an oven, at least at this point. So it's just being used for frozen pizzas. But I am excited about a dishwasher that is going in at the end of this week, which will make cleanup so much easier. Doing dishes, I think, is my least favorite part of this job, officially. And that will be just a huge, huge step in the direction of efficiency. So very excited for that. And I think the other thing I like about this kitchen and the way it's laid out and how it looks is that it just adds like a little bit of hominess to this space instead of just like coming into like a concrete and brick box every day. I feel a little bit like I'm coming to an apartment, honestly, which is just, it's a little bit cozier and it makes being here all day, every day that much more enjoyable. Especially, I've only been here when it's been freezing outside. So it's nice to have a place like this to escape to. And I'm looking forward to like adding a little bit of decor and just like some more touches that make it less sterile looking and more visually appealing. And then last but not least, this is where I'm currently storing all of my finished products. I like having it right next to the packing station so that I get my orders in, I print off the packing slips, and then I come over here and just pick whatever products I need to and get them sorted out for packages. I also just like the way it looks. It's nice to be able to sort of look at the finished products organized in this way. Feels sort of like a retail display, which, you know, if I start inviting potential wholesale clients here, it's great to be able to have something that's a little bit more visually appealing to display the products and allow them to smell what they want, touch and feel them, see what they look like on a shelf. So that pretty much sums up the tour. I still have kind of a big open space here at the back of the studio that I haven't quite figured out what to use for. Eventually, I'll be hoping to buy more bulk supplies. So I'll need space just to house, you know, a bunch of candle containers, a bunch of wax, you know, oils, all the things that I need that I'm hoping to buy in bigger quantities so that I can cut my production costs down. So that's probably gonna happen here. And then my dream is really to have a little bit of a product photography corner so that as I'm creating product photos for the website or even just social media content, styled shoots, that sort of thing, I have like a dedicated space for that. But we're a long way from that. I'm gonna need equipment and gotta clear some stuff out of the way before I'm able to do that. But I like that this studio allows me to do what I need to do where my business is currently at and also give me some room to grow so that I'm not in 6 months trying to find a new space again. Because I gotta say, now that I'm looking around at all of the stuff I have, I don't ever wanna move. I hate moving. And I have some very heavy, very awkwardly shaped things that I would have to move if I ever have to move out of here. So I'm liking where it's at right now, and I'm liking the flexibility it gives me for the future. So that's that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. It really helps me reach new audience members who hopefully will enjoy my content as much as you do. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.